G'day, welcome to Crazy Licks Part 1. So we're going to learn 2 licks in this lesson. Now, they're quite tricky, but they look very impressive and sound very impressive. And rightfully so. So the first lick, as you can see on screen, there's quite a few notes there. And there's 3 on each string actually. So I'll just play it really slowly and you can look along. So, I picked all that. This lick doesn't really involve picking at all, okay? So we can pretty much just throw your pick away. We don't need that. So what we need to do is use our right hand up here on the neck of the guitar. Now what it acts as is sort of like a mute, I guess, for the strings. And what we want to do is turn your volume on and then strum the guitar. Now if you hear the strings ringing out like that, you're probably pressing too hard up here. So we just want it lightly. So it's a dead sound. Now that enables us, if we hit wrong notes, it won't ring out. Hear how you can't hit ring out? Compared to this. But, cool? So, what we're going to do now is work on the legato side of the lick. We want to start on the 8th fret. 10th fret, and then we're going to go 10, 8, 7, 10, 8, 7, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 4, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2. So, while we're doing that, I was picking that. Now it's all legato, so we're going to pick the first note only. So we should practice that first. So we got to pick, pull off, hammer on, pull off. And then we've got to hammer on to the next fret, the next note, which is on the 7th fret of the G string, which is quite a big stretch. Well, it's actually a position change, so we've got to get used to doing that, which is the hardest part of the lick. So I recommend just playing that really slowly for a start, just getting used to it. And then what we want to do is start to incorporate the other part of the lick, which is pretty much the same thing. Okay, so there's only 6 notes used in this whole lick, okay? And they're just repeated. So the first 6 notes are the same as the ones on all the other strings. So when you're on stage, you can then add the showmanship bit, which is this. So we want to go... And it looks quite amazing especially to a non-guitarist. What we want to do now is learn the trickier lick. Now this involves a lot of legato and a lot of tapping. So, first things first, I'll just play it really slowly and you can watch along on screen. So what I did right there at the last note is I just gave the string a flick, so it's the equivalent of picking it. The reason why I didn't just hammer on is the note sometimes, especially on stage, if you're sort of, a lot's going on, sometimes the note might just go dead and then you're sort of left with no note. So it's a good thing to be able to give it a little flick or a pick. You can pick it or flick it, or if you have your pick in your hand, you can do that as well. I'll play it again, just a little quicker. A lick like that is really impressive. It's very tricky, but practice it up and it will pay dividends. Okay, so that's part 1 of Crazy Licks. We're going to get into part 2 in the advanced section.